We're gonna start in 5, 4.
I'm never half full, a half empty.
And welcome back. This is the Add Me to Your Playlist podcast / YouTube show. I'm your host, Shaggy Dashwood. I'm here with DJ Cavi Slow.
Gang shit.
There
What's
we
good?
go. Also here with Coastal Vibe. There we go. And also we got us and a special guest. I don't know if he's talking or not, but it's all good. It's all good. But we got another special guest. This is gonna officially our first female artist. Like, I don't know how to say it. I feel like certain words.
Cause this is ladies' night. Oh, what night.
Oh yeah, and what you're hearing right now, just go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? My name is Ventage, Ventage. I created a genre called SpokenSoul, and I've just been expressing through that realm. And I hope you guys like what I have to share today.
Dope, and tell us a little bit about the track they can hear in the background.
Okay, my bad.
No, you good. Do your thing.
Sip Me, this record here, I got this record produced by Blast maybe 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And it's been a record that the homies love, and it's been something I've been loving to take to the stage. Like I took it to the MLK stage a few years back, KJLH stage, and a few other stages and things like that, bars and all that, before COVID. But
yeah, fucked everybody shit up.
Yeah. But nowadays, I'm creating new music. It's somewhere in that same realm, that funk vibe, R&B type of wave, vintage, classic type of tone.
Oh yeah, I get a real like real Lauryn Hill, like the miseducation vibe.
Yeah, because I want to empower people, of course. So definitely expect some music that is going to be like probably passively inspiring, because I want to give good music, of course, but good music is definitely inspiring and empowering for me. So and it's like those Michael Jackson records, you didn't know what he was talking about like when you were a kid, but as you got older you're like, whoa, like Man in the Mirror is really deep, and like Heal the World is really deep, and then like he has a bunch of different records that are very inspiring, just like Alicia Keys. It's just about really listening, because of course we can bob our head to anything. Yeah. So, and that truth, I think, is very empowering to be coherent with in a culture that, could go in so many different ways. We get easily influenced by so many different types of music, and we'll have dope artists like Frank Ocean release something like every 50 years, and we're like, yes.
Look.
But it's like we've been fiending, so it's good music. It's like if Lauryn Hill would have dropped something, we'd be like,
oh yeah, it's real dope. So let's get into the genre you just mentioned. Let's get into that. So what's the name again?
SpokenSoul.
Okay.
SpokenSoul. It's a genre that I created with. I had a manager a few years back named Totten, and it's elemental like hip hop. It has 5 elements. It's innovators, music, fashion, entrepreneurs, and music. And so with all of those pillars, for me, they're special to me. And so I feel like, I feel like I'm not really alone when it comes to certain those different pillars, when it comes to like the world and shit like that. So I definitely wanted to create something that was not just for myself, but something that other artists can embrace, and as a genre that they can move in any realm, whether they want to invent cars or speakers for cars or whatever. It's just a part of expressing in this life.
Dope.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
real dope. Yeah, you don't see a lot of people that's trying to create something. You see a lot of people riding a lot of waves, but not creating their own waves. A lot of splashes out there, but not a lot of people creating their own wave. And that's dope.
Sir.
That's real dope.
Yeah.
That you're branching out like that and actually creating something for not just yourself, but that's going to branch out for other people, other artists that may have been floating in the bubble and not knowing what kind of sound it is. And you might have just gave a name to that sound.
Yeah.
they've been trying to find their way. Cause I know a lot of artists that are into this. I have like a lot of friends that are into spoken word poetry,
Yeah.
and they do it to instrumentals and stuff like that. I didn't know there was a name to it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to know that there's actually a name to it now.
Yeah.
Like,
And I would say like spoken word is a part of it. I would say it would be a part like of like the music part portion. But you know, I don't know if you guys know this, but you can't sell poetry on any platform unless it has music playing behind it. So that's why I put it in the music category. And I definitely feel like poetry is very special. It's a special language. But I named it Spoken Soul because I feel like it's a language we all have. Like, not everybody's poetic, but I could listen to a guy lost in the street or whatever you want to call him and find some truth in that, even if it's that's just me. And I feel like there's certain languages that we can hear that are from other people's souls, whether they're hurting, whether they're whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all know what happens in life. Let's just say that, like, as far as like emotions, and then when things hit the fan, it's just about you have to learn to step out.
Yeah, it's a very
in your soul what's really happening, what's happening for you, because we already are in this physical place, but it's just like your mind that runs, your soul is running too. It's letting you see everything and receive it in the form that you're receiving it. And I would call it mindfulness as well. But Spoken Soul, I definitely want it to be, and it already is, because I'm already kind of like just going at it, I guess. But something free, like something like where you can be
yourself,
whomever you are. Like, so many times
whatever that
corny,
may be.
Or like, you know, basketball player to become a rapper, and they're like, oh, why is he rapping? It's like, you know, or he wants to drop a shoe line and he's not, you know, Kobe or nothing.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
just let him do it.
Spoken soul. He's coming from his soul. That's what he wants. That's how he wants to speak to people. And we shut that out. But every language is definitely needed.
Please have that lighter. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's really dope. That's really dope. It's very different to hear someone with their own idea of what this music should be and what art should be, just in general. And you're right. There's a lot of hating out there for stuff that shouldn't really be getting hated on. Like, it takes a lot to go from one being in one art to even want to jump to another one. Because there's that jump shift. Like, I know there's plenty of photographers that are hell of a musician, but still haven't made that jump from being the photographer to the musician. And I feel like a lot of that backs them up, because they think people are going to think, oh, all of a sudden you want to be a musician, instead of it being like, oh, dope, you play instruments too? Like, let's work together. There's more of the, oh, now you're trying to be that, rather than the let's oh, that's dope. Come on, come join us.
It's like it was always there. It was always there. Like, I realize a lot of people are like, I was the producer for so long, but I didn't know I could be the rapper too, and I could present my music and, you know, be my own business partner with myself, and that's important, because you are moving wealth, you are moving gold. Like, if you are not there to push it, it goes nowhere. So it is just everything outside of ourselves, that, you know, these things that we manifest, and for surely, like, I definitely believe, like, whatever we're feeling, it will manifest. Whatever we're speaking, it will manifest. It's just about if that's what you desire, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a balance to things. Like, you know, I don't want this to happen. I was listening to a guy yesterday, and he was saying, like, how we get into a tangent of always saying something that might not be giving to us, that might be taking from us, and we think that we're going to receive something by having this type of language, but might not even be knowing we have this language. Of course, I talk a lot. That's why people call me Ventage too.
Hey, the mic is there for you to talk.
Yeah, right.
Get it out. Get it off your chest. That's what we're here for. We're here for artists and everybody to get stuff off the chest. A lot of people got a lot of shit to say, but just don't have a place to say it.
Yeah.
And we're here.
Yeah. And anyway, I think it's just all about leaving room for your greatness. And and that's pretty much it. Leave room for your greatness, and that might be as big. It might be a plethora of something you've never heard before. Somebody comes into the room, they're like, we see you doing this, and you're like, and it hits home for you, you know, but you've never seen that vision before. And I think just always consistently be open with what your greatness is, and the capacity of it is like forever. Like it could go on forever and ever.
Nice. So where'd your musical journey begin? Like, when did you realize this was what you wanted to do?
Yeah, I would say honestly, it took a minute, but because I loved music, like since I was a kid, I just loved singing. Since I was a kid, I was always like, I want to be a singer, dancer, model, fashion designer, actress, and
just everything.
And everything, because I grew up watching That's So Raven, and Raven Simone, she was doing all these different elements that were like in entertainment that were making you laugh, empowering women, things that were like a healing kind of.
Jay, turn your mic off.
And so I always thought that was fire, because if I could be anything, I wouldn't want to, you know, when you go to school, they always say, what's your plan B? What's your plan C? And I'm like, when I went to college, because this happened after college, when I met my manager and really got into a studio. I went to El Camino.
Hey, that's dope.
Yeah. When I went
is that El Camino Compton College?
Torrance.
Okay.
And when I went there, I went to just experience different classes. Like, I didn't go to try to like get the best grade or anything. I went to see how I was going to express amongst other people who were expressionists too, who might have been following the rules or not. And so I took like 2 fashion classes, a sketching and a sewing class. And then I got good with the woman there. She was helping me try to get into Otis or whatever. But I wasn't really diving into that. I was into what I could create. And I took the fashion classes. I took 3 dance classes. I ran track. I took a poetry class, a speech class.
Damn.
You did what you had to do.
Damn.
See, it shows in our work, bro, for real.
Hold on.
Because if you're going to school and you can't pick your classes, and you finally get to go to college and you can pick your classes, and then they're paying for everything, bro. I'm about to just go experience I can experience, because I can always go back to school and be like, okay, I'm gonna do this for real now. I wanted to see what the entertainment realm was in schools, and that's important because there's equality there. And
what events did you run
at the school
for track?
Damn.
It's
been a minute.
Were you a sprinter or were you long distance?
I was a sprinter.
Okay.
So I did short stuff, but what's it called, the 40 or the 60? I can't remember. It's been such a minute.
400 to 600. The 400 is the full one, to 600.
Yeah, and then I did cross country, and then we would just be running.
That cross country. I don't know how the hell they did that shit. I did not understand it. But back to all the music and stuff. So on your way up here, and you're experiencing different classes and different arts. Was it something that gravitated you more towards music, or was it just something that just clicked?
It was not being. I knew music was always going to be there. Like, it was just always going to be there. Like, I was singing and I Will Always Love You at my high school graduation. And because they just knew I was a singer. Ooh. You know, even at
that's
my job.
That's a hell of a song to sing, too.
Man, look.
That's a hell of a song to sing, too.
When you sing, people will talk about you and they'll tell, oh, she sings, he sings. And then they link you up. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff that happened for me happened because I was already singing, you know, and I just like singing. And then next thing you know, I'm going to an open mic, you know, and I'm in college at this time, and I'm working a job at LAX. But I was walking up La Brea, and I was actually we were about to take the bus to go downtown to go to like this deaf festival. And
what's that?
It's a festival where people who are deaf are out there, and celebration. And
okay, I get it.
I've never been to anything like that, so I was like, oh, let's go vibe. Anyway,
it's quiet, right?
when I got to the corner of La Brea, about to get on the 40, I seen that there was an open mic. Well, it was a guy outside smoking a cigar, and he was
Wait, there was an open mic at a deaf festival?
No, it was on the
Okay.
corner of La Brea.
Oh, okay.
Like
so it was
where I was
close
waiting on
by.
the 40,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. I was about to say, like, what asshole did that?
And this guy, comes around the corner smoking his cigar, and he's like, "What are you guys doing? You guys should come to this event that's happening in the back. I got an artist that's gonna perform." I was like, "Okay." He was like, "It's an open mic. You can come perform too." And then so we go to the back. It's like some barbershop salon. I think it's called 313 Spa Lounge or something.
Shout out.
Yeah, right. I walk back there and I sat down. He signs me up for the show to perform. I didn't know what I was gonna perform. I ended up doing a poem. Right after I did the poem, he has me get off. Well, I go to the back with him to go speak, and he's like, "You see that artist up there?" As this artist is performing, because she came after me. He's like, "She's on Pandora. And this is like something that people were really looking forward to being on if you were an artist back then, like
Yeah,
in
I remember
2014.
Pandora used to be the shit. That was
So-
Spotify
Yep.
before Spotify.
Yeah. So like, and I think I met him right before 2014. So it was like 2013, and he was like, "I'll get you on there, and then I'm gonna get you in the studio. I'm pay for all the time." It's the first time I've ever had anybody just talk to me like this. So
Yeah.
first time I was in the studio, we made the SpokenSoul, the first album, with the
Can
scar.
they find it on all platforms?
Yes, you can
All
find
platforms.
it on all platforms, and it's an EP. He paid for the whole thing. I met a dope guy that I know to this day, and I'm not gonna shout his name out, but he's an amazing person who helped me also with the album that Dick Totten. If you know Dick Totten, you'll know the rest of the tribe. So get to know Eric Totten or Dick Totten, which is Dreams and the Goals, on Instagram. His Instagram name is Abba Dig, so OBADIG. And he was my management for some time. And so, yeah, he's seen the light in me. I wasn't like going to nobody else's studio except for, because I was always a part of music. So I was in my friend's studio called The Committee, and I was doing like,
Shout out.
yeah, I was doing like background vocals and things like that. And I wasn't singing like, sex songs, stuff like that. So I wasn't really like popping as far as like having the time in the studio. They weren't really giving me that much time.
Yeah, I know how. You know how it goes in the music
So
industry.
they the homies, and they know, like, I wasn't giving too much time. But I love them to this day. Like, we still be getting in the studio. But yeah, back then I was slept on to myself. I was sleeping on myself. And when I met him, he was like, "You could have your own." And then after that, he was like, "I'm gonna name you Ventage." Well, that was the name I was already going by since. He was like, what were you going by? I know I'm so backwards, but he was like, "What name are you going by?" And I was like, "Well, everybody in school calls me Ventage because I do poetry there, part of the poetry team." And they call
Were
me
you
Ventage.
still as fashionista as you was back then?
Yes.
Okay.
And I went to a.
Because I know y'all came in with the real fashion. Y'all,
I went
y'all
to.
made us look basic as hell.
Man, hey, that's up. Regular. I'm over here looking homeless.
My
Saying like, shoot, we must have came over just because everybody's kicked back.
Oh man, that's y'all kick back. I'm afraid to see y'all dressed up.
Man, like going to a school where you had to wear a uniform. I mean, I'm pretty cultured. I went to different schools, but my senior year, I went to Animo Inglewood Charter School, and I had to wear a uniform. So I would go
like the
get
whole
size
get up?
14 pants, like the tan ones, like in the women's section, and I would crop them like MC Hammer.
Oh, so
And
you was riding
so-
that thin line of the uniform policy.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
I would make my own bow ties.
Hey, that's dope.
And I would sell them at school. I was selling bow ties, making like $200 every
Hey, that's
week.
different. At least you wasn't
He
selling
was
gummy
like 3 for
worms and
5.
high seas like I was in high school.
Bruh. Yeah, so I mean, I tried to do my thing. Of course, I had to stop selling the bow ties because I was gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, eventually the school is like not getting any money from it. So yeah.
And everybody's rocking the bows in their hair. They're like, "Where are these bows coming from?" Ariel got them.
Oh, I know them. Yeah, them charter kids
I bought it
snitched
from
you out.
Ariel. That's not real name, but I'm like, damn. But anyway, I've always been involved with fashion. I always was some. I was, I used to rock a shoelace on my forehead and had a tan line by the time I went to prom.
That's
my prom
funny.
date was like, so you could put your shoelace back on because I wasn't wearing it when I left the house.
Yeah.
But when I got to prom,
That's a dope prom day. He's like, look, I know you want to wear it. Just put it on. I'm like,
yeah, I had like a whole eyebrow, like all the way across of a shoelace. It was
Wow.
literally not my skin color. It was like this. Well, that's my skin color, but it was like this color going across my forehead. So I had to switch it up and change up the style. Do things that don't take from you. Do things that add to you. I'm gonna just say that. Like,
that's dope though. It's dope that you still had the style back then. You just and shit, way braver than me. Cause man, sometimes I be wanting to wear certain things, but I just can't. I put it on. I'm like, yeah, never mind. Not for me. You ever looked at something and just been like, oh, that probably look dope on me, and you put it on, you look, and you realize, yeah, nah, not for me. I tried skinny jeans when they were the thing. I tried it.
yeah.
I'm too short. Yeah, they look like
The colored pants.
no, yeah. My legs in skinny jeans, and this is weird. It looks like here been the medieval times. You know that big ass turkey leg they give you? Wrap that shit in saran wrap, and that's what my fucking legs look like. It didn't look good. So I just stuck with my regular 501s. Kept it classic.
Sometimes you gotta,
Thank God for joggers.
the
Yep,
form
I
of
was
the
act-
body. It's about the body too. Like what looks right on you, So
Oh yeah, cause I ain't gonna lie, there were some people in school that should not have been wearing skinny jeans. I love my big people, I love them, but there are certain things that are not big man certified. And Levi's.
can I just say this? I'm just tired of seeing booty crack.
That's
Like-
my thing. If you're gonna sag, that's my problem is when they sag them. That's my issue. Why wear skinny jeans if you're gonna sag them? What's the point? Just get you some 501s. But hey,
Just
it's
wear
the
some
style.
overalls.
It's the style.
I mean,
Or Crocs. I still don't understand Crocs to this day.
you don't. I mean, I have to wear them because work non-slip or whatever. But yeah, they were ugly back in the day.
They remind me of
I don't
hospital
like
shoes.
Uggs. I
Those are
think
hospital
Uggs are ugly.
shoes. Those are hospital shoes, right? That's what they look like. They look like hospital shoes. Nurse
Like, let me
Jackie
see
be
your
wearing.
socks. Them hospital socks.
Yeah, that's the ones that keep you from sliding down the hallway at Kaiser.
Nah, facts. Like, I tried to refrain from getting bagged on, but I would get bagged on in the house. My mom like, "So you gonna wear the shoelace again?"
Same. But it was funny. My parents thought I was dressed out there, but everybody else at school was like, "Nah, you're pretty normal." Like, like my mom didn't understand
It was my ammo for people to talk, though. Like, I always wanted to be unique because I was always around people who, it took. Remember that year when everybody wore plaid and you went back to school and everybody
had
on
the
plaid?
red, the blue, the green, the yellow. They had the purple. They had every color, and they wore it with that. Remember those scarves? Remember those scarves that they used to rock them with?
Yeah, and then they throw on the Kanye glasses,
Yeah,
or the
it was-
T-Pain glasses. I mean, you see for a while like people just not having authority over the clothes they wear.
It rather reminds me, I was just having this conversation with my little brothers and my little cousins, cause they're not old, they're too young to remember when Champion was a Payless brand. They aren't old enough to know back that you used to get bagged on if you came in with Champion shit on. And now it's the rage, and now Champion t-shirts is like $50. I'm like,
$75 for some sweat.
they used to be $8.95 at Payless. What is going on? And I was trying to explain. I'm like, yeah, the stuff you wearing that you think is cool
New
now was
management.
not cool back in the day.
Yeah.
Man,
Ooh.
He said
Dude.
Pro Links. Whoa.
My mom used to wear Pro Wings.
or remember?
She said her dad got them for her, and she hated it because kids at school would definitely bag on her.
Yeah, see, I kept it classic. I knew my dad wasn't gonna give me Jordans, so I just switched to Vans. I was just like, let me get three pair of Vans for the price of a Jordan, and rocked it like
I
that.
didn't know no better. It's just like when your parents, they ship you off to different schools and you moving all the time. I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I just want to play outside. And then I wanted to play outside for a long time. I was like the kid that was like, I can't hang out with you if you drink or smoke. And like, look at me now. But no, for real.
But no, it's cool you didn't start so young.
I mean, I started 22.
That's
or 23.
good.
Yeah.
That's about the time, like, as much as it makes me look like a hypocrite to my younger cousin and sibling. My word with them is like, bro, don't start smoking till you 21.
Yeah.
Wait
like,
till you can drink and smoke. Like, just wait, bro. I promise it's like, cause I was saying like, doing all that shit before I was 21 and shit. When I got to 21, I was bored.
Yeah.
I didn't really enjoy too much. Cause I've already done a bunch of shit when I wasn't supposed to.
It's something special about, like, okay, my brother he's 4 years older than me. So I got to see my bro, like, do everything before I did it. So when he was coming in the house 3 a.m., high as hell, and then he get piss tested on the spot, and then, but he's hanging out with these people. They got the police coming to our house, and then, my dad had knocked him out, because, bro, what's in your pee? I'm not even going to get started on that.
Nah, I know. It was funny.
I got a poem on that. It's on SoundCloud. It's called Famous. But it's like, I don't have my brother to this day. But people will always
Sorry
make
to hear
this.
that.
Yeah.
Condolences. God bless.
Yeah,
God
bless his soul. He was an awesome brother. You have to separate what a person's choices are against your relationship and love that you have for them. Because you can't choose for them. That's love. Like, it's like trying to force a plant to grow upside down, or like, it's like you
going
just
against
water
its
it, you
nature.
just love on it.
Yeah.
Like, when you realize things like this do happen, and it took for somebody special for you to lose, but that this person was a great brother. This person was he never brought that around me. I just heard about it.
Sorry to cut you off. Phone's on silent.
Yeah.
That's number one rule. Phone's on silent.
Let me go over here, E.T.
Nah, because I'm just going to distract the shit out of me. I'm glad I wear glasses because you'd have seen my eyes keep going back and forth to that. But go ahead, keep going.
But so like, yeah, I just think like I was able to see my brother experience those things before I did. And so it turned me off from it because I seen how my mom reacted. I seen how I'm very close to my mom. I'm not that close to my dad, but I seen how he reacted too, and I was just like, I don't want him in my face.
See, yeah.
I don't know how he do it.
I will admit, like I don't drink same thing. Like I've had examples growing up when I was little, like at family barbecues, family reunions, family members ruining shit because they're fucking drunk. Everybody got that those couple uncles and like two uncles and two aunties that when they get tore up, they either telling all the secrets or just talking just to talk. And yeah, just talking shit. Don't let the dominoes or the spades come out, because then it's even more of an issue if they start drinking. But
man, the TBT in my nigga.
I'm just saying.
Go around the corner.
Yo,
of the
low,
house.
hey, I be sitting in the back cracking up though. I'm not even. Look, no, I'm talking about the what's it called?
But to my point,
barbecue shit.
Yeah, but to my point, I had those examples, so I knew that's what happens when you drink too much, and I don't want to be that. I didn't really start drinking. I actually drank until I got to college, so I was like 21, 22. I didn't really start drinking like that because I was always afraid I was gonna be that kind of drunk. Yeah, I was just afraid, and I didn't want to be the drunk that pisses everybody off, and you just don't want to be around them
It's
anymore.
like we don't know the capacity of how much we can take, like especially when you're young. But it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah. When you're young, I guess it's a little cute. I guess it's cute, when you're getting drunk and stuff like that. The more older you get, it looks bad. Like
I'll tell you this. I smoked a cigarette when I was like 7 years old, or maybe 8. I was at this like Boys and Girls Club it was a Boys and Girls Club type of place. It wasn't a Boys and Girls Club.
Boys and Girls Club is a great place.
It is
just
a great
everybody
place.
knows.
So that never
It's a great
happened
place.
at the Boys and Girls Club. I was at another place in Seattle, Washington. It was not the Boys and Girls Club. It was another place. And ran off like, behind this gate, and I found a pack of cigarettes on the top of the gate. I was like one of those kids who used to go seek and find
Curiosity.
dirt.
It was curiosity. Yeah.
Curious. On the other side was a junkyard. In between, it's like a gate and a gate. And so I went in between, like I jumped over the gate, and I hit the cigarette and was like, oh my God. Like,
Yeah.
yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So, and after that, I was so, no, for real, bro. I was definitely letting myself know that I don't ever want to do this ever again, because it hits you in your throat like that.
It's not.
You get this grown man voice.
Yeah, man, like, and not even gonna like I said, I'm completely honest. I'm open book. I used to smoke cigarettes. Now I can't stand that shit. I can't stand it now. Like I really only realized I was doing it one to fit in, and then I was drinking a lot more then. Then I was when I was really drinking a lot more.
It does hit differently, like when you drink. Now I will tell you this, like I used to. Once in a while, like, because I smoke weed.
Hold on, before we go on, we don't condone the smoking of cigarettes.
No.
If you smoke cigarettes, to each his own, but cut that shit out.
Yeah, cut that shit out. You seen that dude that would come up and slap that shit out your hand?
Y'all remember those old tobacco commercials with the old lady with the hole in her throat?
Oh, I got a whole commercial for you. When
Remember
she come
that
in,
shit?
she's like, I used to be a model.
Oh my god, that shit is funny.
Crying, nigga.
Or the
Now I breathe through my heart. And she's like, wait, let me take a hit.
that shit's so funny. Oh
Bro,
my
she
god.
rolls out. I'm sure, bro, if they put her on that TV and they didn't heal her of that bullshit, give her some new lungs, they are fucked up because she rolled in on the scene with a bag. That's not cool, G. Like, how you got her on TV and it's clear as
Nah.
fuck.
You
I've
know
never
why you
seen a
don't give
woman's
her?
skin like that close.
But no, even to her point when she was saying you just let people make the decisions, she's still smoking. She's still
Coming
smoking.
out the hole
Ain't
of
that
her
some
neck.
Shit? You gotta. This about to sound weird. You got
Blowing
a whole
O's
ass
out of 3
hole.
O's.
It's for better airflow.
She got
Plug one up and just.
She built like those.
No, talk
Remember
to
those
this one, talk to
recorders
this
you
one,
get
talk to
in
this
school?
Real holy.
She real holy.
You wildin', G.
Hey, you know what that is right there? Remember when you had the rubber ducky? You fill it up with water and you flip it over, you squeeze it, the water shoot out the hole.
She do that when she's swimming.
Nah, she did. You know what she do? What she do is she drink a glass of water, hold it in her mouth. Go.
See, that shit should be laughed about because niggas need to make better decisions. Like, we should have comedians that you know how you used to get bagged on when you was a kid? Bag on these people who smoke.
People too sensitive nowadays. You can't make fun of nobody
We be
anymore.
talking about white people and all types of shit, bro. It's too serious out here, nigga. We be laughing like we need to laugh.
Look, I swear to God, everybody getting more offended. It's crazy. Everybody get more offended. I used to like to hang out with young people because I used to be able to make jokes that I couldn't make with older people. It has now switched.
For real, it's like 20.
They're
all
like,
the
it's
old
cancel
people.
culture.
Yeah.
You're
Old
cancel
people love
culturing
that shit,
the people who smoke cigarettes. Don't talk about them like that. They're human
It's a
too.
disease. Like, no, it is a fucking choice. It is a choice.
It's just like the girl who goes out the house with the booty shorts on.
A
She had
fucking
the choice.
choice.
Yep.
She didn't.
Now,
did her
that
mother
does
put
not
those
mean,
on her?
but that does not mean motherfuckers go raping. It does not, or my bad, graping. We can't say that on YouTube. Graping.
Exactly.
But
Or
if
groping women.
my thing is, if you don't want attention, don't show your skin. I say that to my sisters. Don't want attention, don't show your skin. It's as simple as that. You want to look like those chicks on Instagram, you gonna get the attention like
That's
the chicks
true.
on Instagram.
I be telling my dude, I'm like, I'm not even like that, but I'm also like not gonna disrespect you like that. Like being in a place with my titties all out and you with me. And
That's
then
another
it's
thing
a
they gotta
dude.
realize.
Common sense.
It's like I got my dude.
This
right
is
here.
a no simp zone. We don't deal with that kind of shit.
You out of here.
Oh God, I
right.
swear to God, the moment a girl tells me if I meet her and she tells me she's got an OnlyFans, I'm gonna tell her, have a great day, miss. Have a good night. I'll talk to you later.
You know what
And I'm gone. Like I can't do it, cause my big thing is you have to be able. My big thing is I'm gonna be able to raise a son, but I need to be able to be with someone who can raise a daughter.
Yeah.
Cause I can only raise a daughter in a certain way, but I need a woman that gonna teach my daughter how to be a woman, not how to be a
I
lady.
like that. That's true.
That's very important to me. I got to be comfortable with you raising a daughter, because there's gonna be things I can't talk to you about, and I have to trust that you're gonna do the right thing,
Yeah.
and that's huge.
Yeah,
so I'm
that's
definitely
real.
don't want one who's got a past of showing her fucking titties and ass all over the fucking.
like It's just not a good thing to have when you're a child. It's not a good thing to experience if you're older. Like if you're getting like I didn't experience being able to walk around the house with my shirt off as a young girl. That's not what my parents let me do.
Is it weird? They think I'm weird about that. I'm weird for this. I have my own place. I will not walk around my house naked. I can't do it. Is that weird?
No, it's. I mean, you're by yourself.
I live by myself.
Well, I mean,
Is that weird? Like
you're
I can't walk around my house
free,
naked.
bro. There's no one watching.
It's cold outside.
No, I still
Bro, look,
can't. Like I'm
imagine-
the oldest of
bro.
6, so I've never been able to just like walk around, not even in your boxers.
So
like
you
gotta,
never like
you gotta
laid
stay.
in the bed naked and shit. Like you never slept.
No, as weird as it is.
What are you telling me, G?
As weird as it is, no.
this guy's been closed since birth. Everybody.
I don't.
This is the-
I'm sorry. I'm an open book. I cannot walk around my house naked. I can't do it.
Breakfast, nigga.
I feel like I'm being
whipping
watched,
them
even
eggs.
if the window, even
Okay, I
if
was
the,
gonna ask you that. I was gonna
What
say,
you talking
do you believe
about?
in peeping toms? Because if you believe, if you think, like my grandma used to always say, like pin your curtains so people don't look in your house and don't be having your lights all on, or just leave the front room light on so people don't come up at your door and stuff like that. So don't, try to be nosy. Don't have the car light on.
I got a sign.
have
I
curtains.
got a sign on my door. I have a sign now on my door. It says trespassers come. It says I got it from Vice City, Grand Theft Auto. It says trespassers will be shot. Survivors will be shot again.
I knew it was. I thought it was gonna be like
Hey, give
trespassers
me
gonna
one.
get killed or something. But that's pretty much.
No, I'm not gonna try to kill
But
you.
you're gonna get shot.
Yeah, don't come to my house unannounced.
That's another thing. I have a truth on this. I mean, I feel like I have a point. I feel like
Say it here. This
we
is
should have not guns with bullets in it, but like taser, like shit that'll stun
See,
niggas.
Nah, see, I work in private security.
There are people who
I
could
don't-
like eat
I
that
work
shit,
it. See, I work in.
But you gotta make it more powerful.
So
Hey,
do.
there were motherfuckers out there.
They
What
do
you
it
say?
more.
hey,
They
so
do-
little known fact.
And something's not right in a nigga head. They just gonna randomly just go in your house like or just be nosed like you already know. You know what I'm saying? There's an ability there. So
Oh no, my number one rule is with all my friends, don't just show up to my house.
right.
Let me know when you show up.
Yeah, no, that's real.
Because one, I may not want anybody at my house. And if I look to the people and you're there, I'm either liable to open the door and tell you leave or just not answer my fucking door.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Like,
used to do that too.
I'm just
Yeah.
just let me know. Because one, you never know what's going on in my house.
I used to have an
I may
apartment
have
too,
somebody
trying to figure
over.
out how they got up the stairs and in the gate.
Yeah, like I might have someone over. Like
Yeah.
don't just come knocking at my door. Just don't come unannounced.
Yeah.
You will get turned down. No, you will get turned down. But
I
yeah,
used to have a stunt. I mean,
but back to the stunt. Back to the
Yeah,
tasers.
stunt, I
Little
mean-
known fact is that tasers are still considered. They're not non-lethal. They're less than lethal. Every 100,000 discharge of a taser, somebody dies. One for every 100,000, person dies. It's considered less than lethal. There's a lot of things you have to worry about too. So when you get tased, you're either gonna freeze up, and fall forward, or fall backwards.
yeah.
So it's you still may cause death on the fall.
Yeah.
Someone seizes up, hits their head on some asphalt. That's enough to kill somebody.
That's why I seen some videos on army people. You see like them holding them when they go down because
Yeah, because they don't want them to smack their
lose.
fucking head
Yeah.
against the ground. Even if
That's
when
a
you try,
scorpion.
even when if you see some of the officers discharge it, they try to catch the person before they hit the ground, because they can cause more damage on the just smacking your head like that. It's not a fun feeling. It's a tough job. It is a tough fucking job.
Yep.
It is. It's a tough job. I don't wish it upon anybody.
me either.
It's a tough job because they have to make split decisions, and they have to. It's just decisions. That's hard
Okay, so
decisions
that
to make.
doesn't dumb down the like killing rate. Okay, so tasers.
It doesn't.
Alright.
It may do it slightly. It might do it slightly, but it's still less than lethal.
Yeah.
It's not non-lethal. The only thing that's non-lethal is their pepper spray, and even that can kill somebody if they have like the perfect cocktail
Bleach.
of medical
Pneumonia.
problems. Well, no, like asthma. People with asthma can die from pepper
Yeah.
spray.
Oh yeah.
Like people with certain allergies and certain stuff can die from pepper spray.
That's true.
So it's my advice is don't do anything illegal so they don't have to show up. That's my big thing. Like I agree with a lot of the stuff that everybody's saying about police brutality and all that stuff. I agree with it. Stuff needs to change. They need to go to what my theory is, because I have family that are officers and I've told them my thing is you guys need to go to school for criminology.
Yeah.
Go to school and get your AA in criminal justice.
Yeah.
And then come to the force. You need at least
Wow.
an AA. Not a fucking high school diploma. You need at least an AA.
That's
At
powerful.
least. Let's start at least with the fucking AA so we know that these motherfuckers are at least smart enough to
Yeah.
to deduce.
Yeah.
High school nowadays are passing with D's. Let's be honest. Motherfuckers is walking
Yup,
with D's.
yup.
Yeah.
I don't want that motherfucker being a cop. He's stupid.
Yeah.
I need some at least slightly college educated motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Slightly. And then another thing is, like I do martial arts. Start training them in jujitsu. In different martial arts.
Yeah.
So they're not so quick to grab their goddamn gun when someone's trying to fight them. If they knew how to handle themselves, like jujitsu is very good with that. They're very good at immobilizing somebody. Very good at it. And then you're in control the whole time.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be so quick, but they only have about 6 to 8 months to do it.
Yeah, that's it. And then they're out there on the field, and then
Also-
they're trying to train cadets, and it's just
Yeah. Also, psychiatric exams.
to seeing if they're okay mentally. Yeah, because
If they can handle the pressure.
Yeah.
You can't be nervous on the job. You can't be.
Yeah. That's true.
I get it. Like, I understand, like, it's a very tough job. It's a very, like, nerve-wracking job. But the way I was taught is, you know what you signed up for. That's like me telling my dad, I don't want to play football anymore. It's hard. You asked me to sign you up for this, dude. This is what you signed
Yeah.
up for. Go do it. Stop being scared. Stop being lazy. Go do it. So I empathize, but it is what it is. Like, it's the job you
More
chose.
training, definitely.
If you don't want to be scared in your job, go do something else.
Yeah.
I don't want to be scared of my job. That's why I do private security. That is what it is. I just call the people I'll call the people to handle it and just let them do what they need to do. So and then another thing we got to tackle is we got to tackle the issues within our own community.
Facts.
Because
I
as
get it.
much as this may be a hot take,
Say it again for the people
as
in the
much
back.
as the
Yes, sir.
the police killings are bad, and I fully agree with that. I've been to more funerals burying family members and homies killed by my own people than I have to a police one. I have homies who I
Yep.
see go to constant funerals because y'all know how street shit, gang shit. Either niggas get beat up and it goes too far. Like, that shit needs to stop. If they're not willing to change, let's change what's going on here so they don't need to fucking be here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If we don't want them here, we need to change that shit what's going on here, because there's too many of us dying by our own hands and we just kind of just looking the other way.
Yeah.
And that shit pisses me off more. Cause
Yeah, our people really need help, you know? I think it does come from, we could say when they're children, or it comes from what they're seeing outside of themselves, or maybe fear, you know? Or even losing someone makes them, upset. So they want to be a part of something that can keep that fire going, or whatever, or a passion. Passion can actually burn too. It's not something that's like always great. It's just like I had a great passion of heat, of anger, or so I definitely feel like if we could find solutions or find little places or how we can come together and form, and it's I used to, I still think it's about, of course, saving the world, because I love that. I love that aspect. I like going, my mom says sky's the limit. And when she told me that, I went even further and I was like, but the sky has, the sky has no limit. I'm gonna shoot further than the sky or whatever. So, cause my mom, she's fucking dope, bro. But growing up with that, like having an influence like that, sometimes we don't even have one person that's like, you can do this. Do you know that you can have that? That I don't see you like other people. I see you like your personality is great. Your character is great. The way you talk is awesome.
Yeah, we gotta start. We
Your
gotta start
style,
pushing that more.
Bro, your hair is awesome, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't tell each other directly these things because we don't receive them, or maybe it's hard to see.
Yeah.
And I think if we could just place something in the road to cut off what we feel or fear is growing that is still bad. We keep messing with a wound that's always been there, and it's almost the same shit like forever. Stealing, killing, robbing, lying.
It's a cycle.
Same things, and there's no reincarnation of it, but the same thing. The only creative shit that's happening is shit that's giving life, that's bringing light. That's we say there's nothing new under the sun, but when the sun creates a new colored flower that you've never seen, well, I guess
yeah, they're dropping new animals fucking left and right. They're discovering fucking
all
crazy
over
shit
Twitter,
fucking left
bro.
and right.
Listen, all over Twitter.
But to some of your points, I think a lot of people got to realize is start living their life. And this word always throws people off, but it's got to start living to serve people.
Yeah.
Even if that's just being nice. Not a lot of people don't get that anymore. Being polite, learn how to be there to help people. See, if you see someone struggling with something, just go help them real quick. If you see someone on the road who's broken down, he's pushing the car solo, pull over to the side and go help them real quick. Like, the more you do, the more shit we do like that to serve each other, and it's not like some weird, he's doing stuff for me now, I owe you. It's like, no, you do it because it's the right. You do stuff because it's the right thing to do. Yeah. The definition of a good person is what someone does when no one's looking. Not when the camera's on, not when the spotlight is on them. It's what do you do when nobody's paying attention to you? Yeah. There's a bag full of someone's belongings right there. Do you take it or do you leave it alone? That's good. Whatever your choice is, or do you pick it up and try to figure out whose it is? Yeah. That's going to determine what you are.
Those get a little awkward in there. It's like, even when I'm like, because I love serving people. I work 2 food places, and I'm a server, and that's just me. Customer service. People think I'm the manager there because I just like being nice to people, bringing them water, whatever. And I notice, like, sometimes you'll be nice to people, and they'll come up to you, and they'll be like, you were just so nice. You didn't have to give me any water. You didn't have to, anything. You didn't have to say hello or ask me how I was doing or whatever. And it's just like, even though I'm getting paid to be here, it makes it funner that it's a part of my job to give you customer service. Yeah. Out the wall.
And that's sad. And it's sad because in my family, when you come into the house, you address everybody with, hello, how are you doing? How's your day? How's your day? Anybody who comes into the house, that's how you address them. You ask your family and your friends how they're doing. I don't know. It's just habit. For me, it's always just been a habit. Whoever's house I go into, hello, how you doing? I say hello to everybody in the house. Yeah. I think it's weird when people come in the house and don't address everybody. Yeah. I'm like, that's weird. Like, you gotta say hi to everybody. Yeah,
like you're in a whole nother. You're gonna let the environment affect you, or you're gonna be within the environment, adding to it, or.
A big like back to like the whole being a good person. Like, I judge people based on how they treat servers, cashiers, janitors, trash men. Because if you treat those people with respect, that means you're a good person.
Yeah. You don't even know them.
Because I know you'll be nice to a guy if you could tell he's obviously rich and all that shit. Anybody would do that, but not everybody's gonna be nice to the lower man of the totem pole. Yeah. And that's like. You have to start pushing that. Like, just be nice to each other. Everybody's going through their bullshit, so why do you have to make it worse?
Yeah. It's something that's being fed to us. It's like it's a distraction that keeps getting compulsively fed to us when we're on Instagram, and
Everybody got to stop
YouTube.
lying on Instagram, first of all.
We go on to YouTube, this guy talk about whomever. We don't even know them from fucking Larry down the street. We don't know anybody.
Dude, I swear to
and
God.
it just adds to it's like you might as well pour water all over your head because it's just that's what it's doing to your brain. And it has nothing to do with what you have right now, your life right now. It's just like reflection of not me. People say they're a reflection of you, and it's just that stuff. A lot of stuff around you is not you, unless you're in that actual environment, witnessing what's happening.
People gotta realize that social media shit is not. None of that shit is real. It is all. What's that blue hat shit? What's the cap? It's all cap. That's what that shit is. It's all cap.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody on that shit really doing a lot of the shit that's on there. Those are split seconds, look good for the camera, move on. Those are like magazines. That's like, people got to stop thinking that that's life. That's their life. Even with fucking YouTube, we'll be honest. Our life is not that fucking exciting outside of this. We'll be the first ones to tell you.
Yeah.
So don't think we out here doing big things. We not. We normal ass people. We like normal ass people with 9 to 5s.
Yeah.
So like,
Yes, sir.
people got to understand that to get away from that facade and realize it's really not as luxurious as people think. This shit is.
You gotta
it's-
make it, feel it how you like to feel it. You gotta see what's for you. And I think I really do believe in that. Like, what do you see in your life that you actually do have that is for you, that is in grasp? It's just like when you were talking about working in the community. It's like, we should work in the community. That'd be it's like if you got shot in your heart, the first place it's gonna bleed is by your heart. So you want to spread out from there, right? But what happens is the blood is spreading because it's trying to heal. So what happens is you have to come out of the hole. You have to come out of the darkness in order to develop anything, a womb over a hole or anything. You have to.
Well, yeah, I always tell people first just accept, like, because everybody has their issues and stuff they've gone through and stuff like that. The biggest thing for me to get through it is I had to accept that I had a hand in every single thing that happened to me. Whether if it was positive or negative, I had a hand in all of it.
Yeah.
I need to accept that all half my fault as well. Some shit, not. But a lot of it, yes.
Yeah.
A lot of it is choices and decisions that we make that for some reason it's hard for people to accept that you had a hand in it. If you're in a toxic relationship, your hand is, you're still fucking involved.
Yeah.
That is your fault.
Yeah.
No, she keyed my car and bashed my windows at. Dude, you could have broken up 2 days ago and this never would have fucking happened.
Yeah.
Like, that's real life. Even with a lot of shit that I go through, I have to take my own fault. Like, damn, I could have left situations way early and had to deal with a lot of bullshit.
You talk to each person, they both have something bashful to say about
Yeah, and just accept
the
that.
other. So it's just it definitely meets halfway.
Well, yeah,
We
just in general,
wanna
just
disagree.
Yeah, just in general, and accept that sometimes your heart was in the good place, but it was the wrong decision to make.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you're a horrible person. Just that was a lapse of judgment. Now you know. Take
I'm
the
telling you,
judgment
if a
somewhere
lot
else.
of people were way more humble, like Kendrick Lamar says, "Be humble, sit down." If a lot of people were way more humble, a lot of these relationships would last longer. Like, you would have more solid relationships if you were just humble. Earlier, you guys were talking about each other's foreheads.
Man, my shit big as fuck.
And it's
My
just like,
shit is big as
it
fuck.
takes humble men, humble people to be able to talk about each other and still have humility, still have love, care.
Yeah, why not?
Like, and then there's the other
It's
side.
my mama fault.
It's all jokes.
It's my mama fault,
It's
right?
my mama fault, really.
I
No, I'm just kidding.
got
I
Aztecian
love my
toes,
mama.
Like, right, and it's my
Yeah.
mama fault too. But I love my mama; she knows too. So
Hey, no, it's cool. My family, especially the Spanish side, just a family full of big foreheads. That's just what it is. Big foreheads. We're all big. We got big heads. It is what it is.
yeah,
10 pounds, 13 ounces out the womb. I'm pretty sure like 6 of it was my head.
it's that frontal lobe. It's that
Yeah.
brain power.
Got
right
that
there.
caveman brow.
Yeah.
What the?
It's connected to the
Nah, but it's
Universe.
more just being comfortable within your own skin. Like,
yeah.
I've realized,
that's
like,
pretty much it. Yeah.
I've realized, like, look, I'm never gonna be 6 foot. So why should I care about being 6 foot? Like, it is what it
Yeah,
is. I'm
like-
probably never gonna get above 200 pounds.
Yeah, because you're going to be mad if you want to be this guy that's not who you are, and some woman wants to be with you for who you are, and you're running from you, and then she's trying to be somebody else too, so she's running from y'all. Always gonna be running, looking for something that you're not.
Like
instead of just, hey, I actually see what you see too, and I love it either way, or I want to be a part of this either way, or you know, whatever that conversation is. I think
because I'm the kind of person is, especially when it comes to relationships or dating. I'm like, if I'm talking to you and we're dating, I like what I see. If you want to improve it, I guess it's to each his own.
yeah.
But don't feel like you need to change drastically.
Yeah.
Just don't go down from what I met you from. That's my only rule. My only rule. Just don't go down. If you want to move up, that's fine. Going down is an issue. And that's just for me too. That goes for me too. Don't allow me to turn into some fucking slob that you're no longer attracted to. Don't fucking let me do that.
Yep.
But most people who fall in love let people do that. They
I
let them
get
do
it, but that's the reason why it ends.
Niggas be letting it go.
that's the reason why, right? So they go look at somebody else. And
That's
it's
what
like,
I'm saying.
bro,
Like,
you gotta have the one that you
just be
love.
honest and put it on the table.
Yeah,
I'd be like, babe, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, she'd come up to me like, look, be honest, am I getting a little chunky? Yeah, love, you getting a little chunky, love. Like, I'll be like straight up with you. I'm like, I'm not. It's nothing bad. Still love you. What? Still love you.
Yeah.
No, but you asked me the question. I'm gonna be honest with you. Honesty is always gonna be the first thing I give you, whether you like it or not. It's always gonna be what I give you, so you know you can trust me. You know when you come to me for either advice or you need to know something, you know what I'm saying is true because I don't hold nothing back. And a lot of people can't have a hard time dealing with someone who
will tell the truth.
Hold on. Who shoots from the hip.
Yeah.
I shoot from the hip, and it's just I'd rather just tell you exactly how I feel than for you to ever misinterpret anything that I said, because that can cause more damage.
Yeah.
Than just me just telling you. Like, if my homie's like, do you like the song? I tell him straight up, nah, I wasn't really feeling it. But it's music. Music is subjective. I'm 1 out of 7 billion fucking people. People have followings with, there's YouTubers who have millions of subscribers that I've never heard of. Doesn't mean they're not successful because I ain't never heard that shit.
No, for real.
Or I might not like it. There's YouTubers with millions of followers that I don't like. Doesn't mean that they're bad at their job and they're not entertaining. They're just not entertaining to me.
Yeah, no, real.
It's not my cup of tea. But don't let me be the final decision. Go show it to 10 more people. It may just not be my cup of tea.
Yeah, a lot of stuff just comes off as trying to entertain you too. Like nowadays, it's just like I don't need to be entertained. Like I want to feel something. Like life should be about feeling. We live in bodies. We have over 6 different senses.
Yeah.
Should be about feeling something. Like if I'm looking at something and you're just only getting your idleness, and I'm worshiping you and making you and plastering you on my walls, and you haven't given me nothing. No, it's not like it's like a Lauryn Hill concept or like a Mos Def concept or a Nas concept. It's like not them concepts no more. So why what I have, you have to literally, I have to get to know you in order. Nowadays you have to get to know the artist in order to follow him or want to, listen to their music or watch their videos.
I told Cavi, because it's known on this podcast, on this show, that I'm not a big fan of the Detroit music scene. I'm not a big fan. It's just not my cup of tea. The offbeat rap is kind of just not, it's not my thing. I'm from the West Coast, G-Funk,
where you stay on the beat.
P-Funk from the Bay. We stay on beat, and it's that offbeat stuff is just hard for me to listen to. But like I just said, does not mean that these dudes are not making it. They is up. They winning. They up there. They doing their thizzle. They living their life. They living their dreams. So no love lost to them or no hate at all. So,
well,
and it's no hate at all. It's just not my cup of tea.
Lost one,
but
you know what I'm saying?
no, but like I told him, if I ever had them come on here, if I got to know them and I really fuck with them, that's the closest way for me to start really fucking with your music. Yeah. Because now I know the man that's behind it, and I'm talking, and I fuck with the man more than I fuck with the music.
Yeah.
But because I fuck with the man, I'm gonna support my homie music.
Yeah. Which
that's
is what support love should be like. It's
I always share it.
it's
I may
a
not
sign
bump
of, like,
it.
how you're dressed and like how you want to talk, blah blah blah. Like we're human. Like I know you carry weight too. Like if I could just be nice and be caring. You know, if we get the time to be able to sit and chill, and I'm sure like even after the show we might chop it up or whatever. We're chopping it up before, but it's like to be able to experience the atmosphere with us within it. We'll always remember the way that it was feeling in the vibe, and like, okay, we can reconnect. We'll link back up. I'm gonna come back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not. This ain't just this. This ain't no one shot and you're done. It's not a. It's
Yeah.
not a road flare. You guys are more than welcome to come back whenever. Definitely want him to come back so we can talk about some shit because I know he got some shit to say too. Oh yeah, he got some. I know he got
Yeah.
knowledge, so
Nah,
he
I know
got
he
to
does.
come back for his too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he be,
Got some real knowledge.
he be on point.
Oh yeah, but
Um,
yeah, it just more just. I think nowadays everybody just has to be more honest. Everybody's got to be more honest with themselves now. Like, I think people be a lot more happier if people just more honest with themselves. If you a black dude who likes anime, fucking watch anime and post about anime. Who gives a fuck, bro?
Yeah.
Like, who really cares anymore? Like, nobody cares. Like,
Hey, that Yasuke joint though, hard. Love it. Just
dude,
wanna
there's
say
so
that.
many animes.
I got homies that love.
I'm watching this
anime.
basketball anime. I thought it was gonna be whack, but that's pretty dope.
A
That shit-
basketball?
It's a basketball one on Netflix. I can't remember. It's on Netflix. It's a basketball one. There's a volleyball one that are fucking epic. They're fucking epic. The Japanese know how to make some shit epic.
They be
Like-
over exaggerating them.
But it's
shits.
epic as fuck, bro. It's epic as fuck.
No, he's about to bite onto the.
Hey, no, but the cool thing about
I
it
get
is,
into it.
the cool thing about it is, like, I noticed in the basketball one, and it was just me noticing that they had an African player, but they didn't portray him shit bad at all. And it just threw me off. Like they made him look like an actual like a beat. Like he looked like he looked dope. Like he looked like you wanted to be on that dude's team. That shit was dope. Rather than seeing some fucking bullshit ass.
Yeah.
I call it pseudo blackface, and it is what it is. Like,
yeah. It's true.
cause that's another issue I have with like, we're making more money doing that ignorant shit than we're doing than the positive shit. We gotta somehow flip that.
Yeah.
Gotta somehow flip that, cause that ignorant shit. Like I get it. I'm from the Bay. We love party music. But don't get it twisted. We still love all of our Lauryn Hills. Like Lauryn Hill's big in the Bay Area. They won't let her music die at all in the Bay Area.
You meet people nowadays that are just they are influenced by this lean and whatever the pills and blah blah. They're in the scene and in their own mind and they think they're like living it up, but you can't even have a conversation
Man, but
with them.
there's so many rappers dying from that shit. Why ain't y'all learning y'all lesson? Like that's the thing that's scaring me. It's like they're seeing that and still not caring.
The way people
See,
stripping out on it.
I think it's deeper than that.
Yeah.
I think it's deeper than that because I can learn from those people's mistakes. Like I don't want to be like that, so I'm gonna stay away from that shit.
Yeah.
But if they're seeing that and seeing their friends die from doing them drugs and they're still doing it, it's gotta be deeper than that. We gotta figure out how we can get.
Definitely is. I mean, all we could do is say the
We need more
hospitals
spoken
is still
soul.
prescribing.
You gotta start.
I mean, people are gonna
You
make
gotta
it.
start going around the country, spoken soul.
So right, you're right.
We'll rent an RV somehow. We'll figure this out.
Yeah. And just creating more of a healing. Like, I think people are not really experiencing life, and most of those people you talk to, they're like, you know, I've gone through this, I've gone through that. There's a lot of hurt, you know, but they try to smile through it or drink through it or whatever, or maybe they won't say those things. But for me, I have my vices too. So I mean, I'm just not shy to say what they are, and I think like
Just don't be afraid of your flaws. I make fun of them. I make fun of my flaws. I make fun of myself all the time. I'm big head. I'm all torso. I got short legs. Like, yeah, it is what it is.
me too.
Yeah, I can't. I have to I have to get certain like button ups like tailored because I'm like right in between
Yeah, I mean,
those
I'm a neck singer,
mediums.
so like when
too
I
short.
perform,
Larges
somebody-
are way too long.
It's all good, bro.
Hey, but it is what it
it's
is.
a laugh and a
Yeah, I tell people the funniest thing is watching me shop. That's the fun. It's funny because I sometimes I just look at it. I can look at it like, yeah, it's not gonna work. It's
like,
not
do you
gonna
have
work.
longer shirts?
Yeah, can you add some fabric to this shit, or can you take some off? Like, it's just fun to
Yeah.
laugh at. Like, yeah,
I don't like when the sleeves are short and this is long. I don't like that.
see, I could or the no, I could never understand the long pants with the half skirt in the front. You remember those pants, or
Remember that-
the shirt that
yeah.
had like it was a white shirt, and at the bottom it had leather at the end of it.
And have something like, it was different fabric.
I forgot who made that. Who was making that popular? I forgot who was making that popular, but
Probably Drake.
or I'm not even gonna lie.
like a Drake shirt. That's a Drake type shirt.
One prop I give to Kanye is he really got people spending thousands of dollars on some
Holy.
holy ass shit. Genius.
Man.
Genius. He is a business genius. Cause he really got people buying that shit. I'm like, dude, I can make you that. Let's go grab the pellet gun and just take it, just shoot your.
Like you said, his concept wasn't to make like not even something that was like economically like friendly for the world, or like he just wanted to make something that was different. He just wanted to make
I
something.
think he wanted to see these white people wear them slave clothes. I think that's what it was. He wanted to see them white people wear them slave clothes.
Yo, damn.
You know damn well that's what he wanted
I
to do.
had no idea about that shit.
Because
Whoa.
the Yeezys don't make no sense. He went complete opposite with the Yeezys. Complete opposite.
Yeah, like we try to get over time. It's like our fashion tries to get lazier and lazier. Like we do the sweats, we try
But the
not to
90s
go
had
all
the best
way
fashion. You could have wore whatever the fuck you wanted in the 90s.
Definitely. You could've
But
worn whatever you wanted
nowadays,
in the 90s.
people wear what people wear. The high fashion stuff I can't get into. I can't get like teach his own. Some dudes be looking fly in that shit. Some people don't. Cam Newton, Russell Westbrook.
Like the suits and shit.
Nah, just that weird fashion stuff. Like the weird out there fashion. Like, you know what I mean? Be wearing like I can't describe it because
Weird shit. They was wearing a hard top
I think
with
like
a
Lil
dress
Nas X.
shoes and shit.
one, yes, okay, but he's gay. My mom's gay. My mom's lesbian. So like, I've been around that.
different
I've been
apparel.
around that. So that's kind of like I could understand they could pull that shit off. But
Yeah.
grown men wearing like the full like acid wash denim suit that's skin tight, and I just don't understand the skin tightness. I don't understand.
Like
that.
big.
I don't get it. Well, if they're not sagging, I'm cool with it.
Well, I
still
think
don't
most
work.
people like wearing the tight stuff to show off their figure.
But my thing is, if you want to wear that stuff, just start going to the gym.
Yeah.
Or just playing basketball. I tell the homies, like, the easiest way I've got our friend to lose weight, just we didn't want to go play basketball. You'd be surprised how much weight you lose just running.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
No, for real. You'd be happier too.
You'd be surprised. And
You
some people
you'll
don't like to
realize How
run.
much you've been suppressing yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, just by getting active. Like, I mean, just a little bit. Like,
Shit,
and
rollerblade.
we're
I
not
don't
saying
fucking
like
care.
you all big and we're not trying to bag on nobody, but I bag on my daddy. My daddy, he's stick'em snick'em. So I be going ham on my dad because he bags on me too. So it's just like, my dad's always been 9 months pregnant. Like, but
That's funny.
I can't talk about y'all like that. Y'all gotta get.
He been
y'all
due for the
gotta
last
just
10 years?
Find y'all happiness and
Man.
stuff. He's happy, but you gotta find your own, and it's all about being fit. My dad, they're at an age where they're healthy and things like that. When you get to that age where you could just eat whatever.
Jay, I need to put this out. Jay.
You could drink whatever. You could weather
Put
a
it out,
storm
put it
and
out,
shit.
put it out.
You got thick skin and thick skin on your feet and stuff. It's like I want to get to that age where nothing affects.
It's going to
me.
happen to all of us.
It's gonna happen, and we're gonna
Age
be
is
like,
gonna
"What's
hit
the
us
worry?"
all. It is going to hit us all. We just got to just try to preserve it till it does. It
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It's a
'Cause
part of our.
My dad is slowly turning into my grandpa.
I almost called my mom Meemaw the other day. I was like,
He's
"Bruh, that's
slowly
not her
turning
name."
into my grandpa. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, now my grandpa losing weight. It's a weird juxtaposition.
But it's good, have family, having family around.
Hey, yeah,
and
like I
stuff
said,
that,
to
so.
each his own. I got big homies that like to wear clothes
Yeah.
that's a little tighter on them. Hey, to each his own. If
I
that
mean,
shit
I
is
do think people should work out. That's very important. I think that's
Just
very
to stay
important.
healthy.
Yeah, and eating right and things like that. Like, don't overdrive yourself to where it's like a mental strain, where it's like you look at people, you're I need to be like, just focus on you, and it could be fucking 5 jumping jacks a day, like whatever it is to get yourself going, you know, because not everybody I've been told that we don't try anything, we do, and I learned that from my homie Ecor, and I noticed that even if we just, you know, cook the rice halfway. And you brought the plate to your mom, and she's like, what did you do? You cooked the rice halfway. You didn't try to, but that's how it came out.
Yeah.
And so you got to go back and whatever. And it's not that it wasn't successful. It's just that's a phase 1. It's just take your phases. We all have phases.
Everybody starts
seasons.
somewhere. Everybody got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Rome wasn't created in a day. I think it's a day, right? Did I say that right? Rome wasn't created in a day, right?
Wait, say it one time.
Rome wasn't created in a day.
Yeah.
I think
they
that's
say
the
that.
saying, right? But anyways, you get the point. It's just nothing happens overnight. Believe me, I'm on a journey to get bigger, but I guarantee it's probably not gonna happen. I'm gonna give a
Your head just gets bigger now. I'm just kidding.
yeah. Imagine that shit. I'm fucking curling, and all of a sudden, that'd be funny. That'd be hella funny.
Nah, I'm gonna snatch that up.
No, but it just yeah, but it is more just my best advice is just learn to make fun of yourself. Just learn to laugh at yourself. You would be surprised, especially for my men who are very unconfident.
Telling you.
It comes off as very confident if you are able to talk about yourself. And just in general, people are gonna like to be around you because you don't take yourself too seriously.
You're strong. Yeah.
You can make fun of my big head, my short ass, all the fuck you, as long as it's funny.
Don't you
If
notice?
it's not funny, that's when I get offended.
Yeah.
If the joke is whack, I get offended.
Yeah.
But if it's good, I'll laugh with you. Like if it's a good joke, I'll laugh with you. But don't come with
He'll
no
put you in
dry
a
ass
triangle
joke.
choke over a
And I've
bad
heard it
joke.
all. And my
Yeah.
last name is Quesada. That's another gem for people. Come up with some funny shit.
Quesadilla.
It's old.
He's heard that.
I know.
Come up with some better shit.
Nah, I'm gonna keep going with this shit till you die, nigga.
Yeah, I was Michael Queso in high school.
My name was Areola. They used to call me, you know what Areola is? It's your nipples, yeah. And they used to be like, Areola, looking like a
Wait,
chola.
is that's the circle
The
around your
circles
nipple,
around
right?
your nipples.
Okay.
I'm the circles around your nipple.
That'd be funny. That's hella funny.
Did you know that you actually don't have one nipple? You have 11 nipples. Like, it's really like 13 around
Is
in
that
your
one
areola.
thing that's made into one nipple? Is it all conjoined, like 30 different nipples
Yeah.
made into one nipple?
Yeah, it's just like when you...
That's crazy.
Yep. When you
Is
squeeze
it-
milk out of a cow, it doesn't come out of one hole. It comes out of like several holes. Not that we're cows, but that's just how the...
Yeah, this took
It's
a
because
weird.
my name's
this
Ariel.
Took,
I
this took a
feel
very.
Areola.
This took
when
a very
people
weird
talk
turn.
about you, then you got to find some other ammo to come back with.
All right.
Like, well, actually,
Okay.
you have 20 nipples.
Alrighty. Okay. Okay. You learn
Call
something
me
new.
Areola.
You learn something new every day. Man. So, do you have anything as far as like performances lined up now that everything's opening up?
Yeah, I would. Yes, I think there's always. I'm just gonna say yeah, because there's always something going on. And I have friends who are always doing stuff, throwing events and things like that. So I try to be a part.
Make sure to send all that stuff to us, and we'll share it and stuff, and send it out.
But outside of that, I've really just been working, and I've been in the studio and just trying to get life together. I just got my car, my plates, my tags.
Hey, congratulations! That's a big step.
Yeah,
Big thing.
Paying rent and stuff like that, trying to get this money,
Sitting
keep the consistent
sideways,
dope, right? You
boys
feel me?
and
I'm about to throw some
days.
switches on that hoe. Nah, I'm just kidding. But babe,
You
think
feel
I
me?
should get a supercharger. Should I throw
Talking
the
like a
he's-
nigga.
Nah, I'm
No, shit, yeah, I'm
I'm
trying to
chilling.
get like you, you know?
I'm just happy I'm not skateboarding no more and falling on the sidewalk. Like I could skateboard if I wanted
Bro,
to.
that
but
shit's funny. I've had some
Hilarious.
funny ass spills in front of some hella people. That shit's like busy at like around from the Bay Area. There's a part in Mountain View where there's hella traffic, and I'm skating and shit. I'm on my longboard and I didn't see this fucking, those little spike balls? No, it's little fucking spike balls. Yeah, my fucking. Yeah, little brown ones, they fall off the trees and shit, bro.
Yeah,
I'm thinking I'm dodging all of them, and then one caught me, bro, and I'm hitting full speed, and I said, boom, brrr, in front of everybody, homie. All I could do was lay there and laugh. That's all I could do. Like, somebody even opened their door, was like, are you okay, dude? And I had to get up laughing, like, yeah, dude, I'm fine, dude. I wasn't just laughing at myself.
I gotta get good at that because the last time I fell, I got so mad. I was like, I picked up my water bottle that I dropped on the floor and then I threw it back on the floor. And then this guy came up. And it's not like I get verbally mad, but I'm like, shit, Vintage, fuck. Like, how did you not see the fucking crack? You always pass right here, and you notice right here. And it's like, I was on my phone. So as soon as
shit.
Exactly. So I tumbleweaved. Like, I know
That's
how to fall,
hella
so
funny.
I tumble. But this guy pulls up, in the corner, and he's like, are you okay? It's almost like he was standing there for like 30 seconds while it all happened. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, dude, there's one time. So, like, dude, yeah, that's bad. But the worst is when you trying to look good in front of some chicks, and you peel off. And I see this too. I'm like high school, so I'm in Mountain View again. I'm in Mountain View. I'm in downtown Mountain View, over there by the light rail station. And there's like light poles and shit. And I see these cute girls and shit. So I'm standing there. And I'm thinking I'm cool and shit. So I fucking run and hop on the board, and I look back and I turn around and smack right into one of those poles. Just smack it, spun and hit the ground, did all that shit. And man, I was sitting, I didn't want to look. I got up and I couldn't even look the other way. I just had to get back on my board and just skate off.
This happened to me when I ran into a wall when I was 11. 'Cause I played hard, so I was a kid with the black knees. Cause for real, I played with dirt. I played with slugs. I go in abandoned houses. That's
Hold on,
just how it was.
is your mic on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But I just was one of those kids who used to play hard, and we were playing Great Wall of China. I don't know if you guys remember that game, but it would be like trees in the middle of like human trees. Kids in the middle of the basketball court, and they would have to try to touch you, but they have to stay in one place. So there'd be people running after you, and there'd be trees, like human trees or whatever. Anyway, and then there's like two walls. The basketball wall with the foam or whatever that like it's like a.
You're talking about the pad that's
Yeah,
on
it's
the,
like a pad on the wall, right?
Yeah.
Then there's like brick. Anyway.
That's
So I hit the
specific.
brick one day because I was running, looking back at the same time, full speed, laughing too, like,
Bing.
and as soon as I turned and hit, whack, bro.
Oh man,
Just like how you hear right now outside.
that's
Ambulance.
Oh,
No
man.
blood, just chipped teeth. Nothing. It was all teeth. 'Cause I was smiling, big as fuck. I was like,
I was laughing like a motherfucker. That's funny. You bit the brick.
yeah.
You bit the
I don't know where
brick.
pieces of teeth is to this day. Like we couldn't find them on the court. But
They're not part of that park.
I
bro.
chipped my
Part of that
little
park and
front
part of that
tooth.
school.
It's not even noticeable, but it's a little bit. I was playing soccer and a kid kicked the ball and I stepped on it and ate the concrete.
Ugh. You know what song you guys would sing on Christmas? All I want for Christmas is my two front teeth.
You know what? A really good friend of mine. He's like a big brother to me. He's very close friends with my older brother. Is Riza Islam, the speaker. But anyway, he used to call me CTW when I was a kid, and CTW standing for Chip Tooth Wizard.
That's
So they'd be
funny.
like, "Oh, here comes CTW, 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 Chip Tooth Wizard."
That's
And,
hella funny.
Yeah, but so I grew up with that, and then nowadays people are like, just keep the teeth. It make you look, you're nice, but you're mean. You got a little bite to you. So
You got a little bite to you. Don't ever bite somebody and kill them. Don't ever bite somebody and leave evidence because they'll find you very quick. You ever murk somebody? Don't bite them.
Yeah, nah.
So I'm like, yeah. So we have this weird bite. We gonna
They gonna know it's me.
Yeah, exactly.
They just gonna know because I got that Mermaid Man Barnacle Boy M.
You
You know what I'm saying?
said that, not me.
Not the Wombo, but the Mambo.
The Wombo? You got the Wombo?
It's W for Wombo. Did you watch SpongeBob?
Yeah. That
Bruh.
shit is, that shit's hella fun, hella funny.
But
Mu-
yeah.
Mumbo and Wumbo. Two words that didn't mean a fucking thing.
And then why were they like these two old? Like they were like
Retired
They go
Aquaman.
to the retirement home and like try to go get them to be Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. I guess they get a letter from him or something. And they come out, they're like, "Come on,
Ah, yeah,
where'd
that's
you
just
park
funny.
the invisible boat?"
Bro had a starfish on
Hey,
his
Jay.
nose. Like, I didn't get the
Jay. But yeah, so do you have any projects that are be coming out any soon? Are there any singles
yes.
coming out? Any?
Yes. I have. Well, right now I'm in the middle of distributing my music videos for my album.
Okay.
So next week I'll be releasing it's a vibe video that's on my new album, The Spoken Soul Volume 1, that just came out the beginning of this year. And
Where can we find that?
you can find The Spoken Soul Volume 1 everywhere on all digital platforms: Pandora, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Google Play, everywhere. And I'm working on doing volumes, so I'm very interested in just seeing how that is going to develop.
Yeah.
Doing volume 2, 3, and all that, and featuring a lot of my dope friends and meeting new people and things like that. So
Nice.
I just been in the studio though, G. I met this dude the other day, or maybe a few days ago. We're gonna see how it goes, but I'm supposed to be running some plays with him at the studio on Wednesday, and he works for Universal and Sony and things like
That's
that.
dope. Real
But
dope.
he's got like investors and shit, so he's interested in like.
Well, don't
my
talk too much right now
innovation.
about it. Let's
Yeah,
not
you
talk
know,
too much. Let's not
If
talk
anything,
too
I'd
much
say,
business.
yeah,
right now.
right. I would just say, stay faithful. Like, that's all. I'm faithful in whatever happens. Like, I'm gonna pull up.
There you go.
He
Just do
told
what
me,
you
he's
gotta
like,
do.
just come see. You
It's
see
all
what
right.
it's
So
like.
before we
Yeah.
shut this down, go ahead and shout out all your social medias, everything where they can find all your music. If you have a website, go ahead and shout that out too.
Bet.
Anything else, any other dates and stuff, go ahead and shout that out now.
Okay, visit my website. The link's in my bio on Instagram, but it's called thespokensoul.com. You can also click the link in my bio on Instagram, which is VENTAGE _. Also, check out the album, The Spoken Soul Volume 1, The Spoken Soul Volume 1. And you can also visit my website and see the bio on The Spoken Soul and where it comes from and how I've been, trying to bring it into culture and share it with you guys. But outside of that, you can catch me, around the cool people like y'all.
Hey. Oh, we're the cool kids now. Hey. We have been bestowed the title of cool kids today. That's what's up.
Love it.
For sure. So you guys already know what it is. I'm Shaggy Dashwood. It's the Atmosphere Playlist Podcast. I'm here with DJ Cavi Slow.
Gang.
Out here coasting vibes.
What's happening?
All right, you already know what it is. Be on the lookout for her quick pick sessions. We're going to go ahead and start setting up for that. She's about to rock our stage real quick. Well, our living room real quick.
Yeah, we're gonna rock the paint off the walls.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be real
Please.
smooth. So remember, I'm Shaggy Dashwood. Y'all already know what our Instagrams are. We're just gonna put them in the descriptions. At this point, I'm tired of saying it. So love you guys. Appreciate everything. God bless. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yes.
Love
Happy
you, Mama.
Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yes.
Love you, Mama too. Yolanda, you know you are. Love y'all. Love all my aunties, my grandmas, everybody. Love you guys. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's
We gonna
Day.
be
Happy
out.
Mother's Day.
Well, hold on. Let's go ahead and before we go out, we're gonna end with. There it is.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna end with that. We'll let that play out as we finish. Love you guys. See you guys later.
I'm filled to the rim. Somebody come sit me down. I'm never half full, I half empty. I'm filled to the rim. Somebody come sip me, so I can give you all of my love. So I can give you all of my trust. This is what you're looking for. You're not feeling too good, baby. Well, let me give you something tasty. I'm real, my tank come full. Let me help you feel yours too. Us in love, reflect like the view. It's in you too, trying to find my way in a yard full of snakes. Problems could be solved like the sugar I dissolve.